Hey everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing Argentina, and more specifically, how you're able to obtain residency there through company establishment and investment. Residency has become an interesting subject over the last decade, as traditional pathways to citizenship and visas in different countries have undergone some big transformations. The introduction of schemes known as citizenship by investment has meant that the days of having to live in the location you wish to move for a certain period of time is no longer the only option, satisfying the increasing number of people who long for instantaneous changes of scenery, exacerbated by the coronavirus pandemic. If you're not quite sure what citizenship by investment means or what a special residency is, they could be defined as mutually beneficial programs in which an investor is able to gain instant residency or citizenship in a country in return for a capital injection of a stipulated amount, assisting governments of developing nations and slashing naturalization times by years. The country we will be discussing today, Argentina, lies on the periphery of schemes such as those mentioned above. This is because while there is not a complete citizenship by investment scheme on offer, there are a number of residency opportunities that do come as a result of investments of some kind. With this established, we can move on to the main focus of today's episode of the podcast, which is how the setting up of a corporation can yield the reward of residency in one of Latin America's most beautiful nations. Previously on our blog, if you follow that, we've mentioned the potential within the Argentinian IT sector, amongst others, and so the viability of corporation establishment is becoming increasingly attractive, making this opportunity all the more important to understand. The investor visa is the official program specific to Argentina that we've outlined in a broad sense previously. In terms of what this means for you as a potential investor, essentially you'll have to devise and draft a business plan that fits one of these three main qualities. It's either productive, commercial, or a service, and it's of a value worth at least 1.5 million Argentine pesos. It could be said that this criteria ensure the value of business being brought into Argentina is high and reinforces the position of schemes such as this as being mutually beneficial, affording you the peace of mind that, if accepted, your investment is valuable not only economically but also socially. So on screen now you'll find a list of the requirements and any potential for any potential candidate of this program, and they will have to be submitted to the Ministry of Industry and Tourism in Argentina. So this is a clean criminal record, police certificate and affidavit, proof of financial solvency and funds, investment and business plan with copy of CV, and translation of documents that we've just mentioned into Spanish. So this list is quite short, and when you take into account that no nationality is prohibited from making an application and that Argentina do allow their passport to be held as part of a dual nationality, the benefits, at least in terms of the criteria for the application, seem unparalleled. It is, however, also important to know what additional documentation you will need to supply as part of the application, and these can be found on screen again here. So it's a proof of address, a passport-sized photo, marriage/birth certificates where applicable, source of funds, and also a CV and evidence of your experience in the world of business. So again, a relatively short list considering the scale of investment and the reward of a 1-year residency that can be renewed for up to 3 years until you're eligible for permanent residency. One other thing to note is that with your investment, the location in which the money is held must be prior approved by the Central Bank of the Argentine Republic, in essence to secure the funds and maintain the integrity of the investment. After submitting the documents and before you decide where to store the investment funds, the Director of Migrations will decide if this whole process can go ahead. It is possible that it could take a few months to be sorted, so patience is key, but the possibility of citizenship after 5 years and the potential to extend the benefits to your family should help with this. So if you're interested in finding out more, please contact us today. All of our information is on the screen now and also in the description below. And aside from that, please leave a like, subscribe, and also let us know in the comments below what sort of content you would like to see from us in the future. Thank you again for listening. Bye-bye.